Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Roads and Destination. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, and share it with a friend, someone who needs it. If you're listening on audio platforms such as Spotify, go ahead and follow the podcast so you never miss an episode. Every share helps reach someone who is fighting a silent battle. Last week, we talked about self-forgiveness, breaking yesterday's chains. If you missed it, go back and check it out. It lays the foundation for what we are going to dig into today. Today, we're stepping into something deeper, a little bit heavier, and it is something that every single one of us have battled. Forgiving others, breaking free from their hold. This isn't light. It definitely isn't easy. But it is very necessary if we're ever going to be free. Because the truth is, someone else's actions can hold us hostage long after they've gone on with their life. If we don't forgive them, forgiveness isn't about what they deserve. Forgiveness is about our freedom. Some of us are carrying anger. Some of us are carrying disappointment. Some of us are carrying betrayal. And what's even worse, the person who hurt us may not even remember it happened. Or they really may not care. It may never cross their mind, but we are still replaying it in our minds over and over and over again. The reality is, unforgiveness chains us, not them. It becomes a quiet prison, one that steals our peace, our joy, our sleep, and our future. And the longer we hold it, the heavier it gets. Before we dig into it any further, there is a very moving and heart-shaking story. In 2016, a police officer named Brian was shot during a traffic stop. The bullet struck his spine, and he survived. But he would never walk again. And days later, reporters asked him, "What do you want to say to the man who shot you?" Everyone expected anger, bitterness, hatred. Brian said, "I forgive him. Holding on to hate won't make me walk again, and I refuse to give him that kind of power over my life." Think about that. A man loses the ability to walk, and instead of resentment and hate consuming him, he releases the one who stole everything from him. That's not a weakness. It's not denial. That's strength. And that is freedom. And if someone can forgive something like that, well, maybe there's hope for us too. Forgiveness doesn't only show up in life or death moments. Sometimes the deepest wounds come from people we trusted, people we sat beside, people who were really supposed to love us, people we've prayed with, people we opened our hearts to and let them in. And when someone like that betrays and hurts us, it cuts deeper than most things ever will. That's why this part is very important. And it matters a whole lot more than we realize. Don't let unforgiveness pull you away from God. Don't let someone else's mistake become the reason you stop praying, stop growing, or stop showing up. Just because someone hurt us doesn't mean we get to quit on the one who heals us. People will get it wrong, and people will fail. People will say things they shouldn't, but God did not hurt you. People did. Don't punish God for something He never did. Don't let unforgiveness be the thing that shuts down your calling. Don't let bitterness be the reason your spiritual life stalls out. Don't hand someone that kind of power over your eternity. Because the truth is, I am not going to hell for something I didn't do. And neither should you. How do we actually forgive? How is it that we let go of all of this hurt and this heartache? Let's be practical and let's be honest. Forgiveness doesn't happen by accident. It doesn't fall on us like rain. It's a choice. And it is a heart. And it's an intentional choice. What forgiveness looks like? Well, we acknowledge the wound. Forgiving someone doesn't mean pretending it didn't hurt. It did. And honesty is where healing begins. We need to stop rehearsing the pain. Every time we replay what they did, we're reopening the wound. We keep bleeding. Forgiveness means refusing to feed the memory. We have to pray for strength to release them. Not because they deserve the kindness, but because you deserve freedom. And we need to set boundaries. Forgiveness is not giving someone access. Forgiveness is not trust. Forgiveness is not putting ourselves back in a place to be hurt again. Forgiveness releases you. Protection guards you. Let God deal with the justice. He sees. He knows. He handles what we can't. Forgiveness does not mean access. You can forgive fully and still guard your heart. Forgiveness releases you, not them. I have a few scriptures here. These are the anchors that keep us from drifting. Matthew chapter 6, verses 14 and 15. If we forgive others, God forgives us. Ephesians chapter 4, 31 and 32. Let all bitterness go. Forgive as Christ forgave you. Hebrews 12 and 15. Bitterness can poison your whole life. These aren't suggestions, they are lifelines. So let me ask you, who is holding space in your heart that shouldn't be there anymore? Whose name still causes you to tighten up inside? Who are you letting live rent free in your mind? Is it worth your peace? Is it worth your freedom? Or is it worth your eternity? We forgive because we're tired of being chained. We forgive because we're tired of carrying what God never asked us to carry. We forgive because walking forward is impossible while we're still looking backward. Thank you for joining me today on Roads and Destination. This journey isn't always easy, but we're walking it together, step by step and week by week. And next time, well, you'll just have to come back and see where the road leads. Until then, keep walking, keep growing, and keep letting God heal what once held you. God bless you.